definitely something that I'd like to blend into the other tanks once we taste them, because I mean, I definitely think the flavor is there. And just this tank, I don't think we could go just with this wine. I mean, it's great, but definitely for the freshness, it'll go into it.
Yeah, I think that what we need to complete the personality that you're looking for is maybe a little bit more tannin,
right?
A little bit more color, and we need to add a wine that has a little bit more of the spicy notes that you can find in Garnacha.
This is a mouthful of fruit, is what I'm getting there. I mean, we're talking. It's like biting straight into the fruit itself.
So you'll see that some of the other tanks that we're going to taste will have more sort of blackberry notes and black cherry and stuff, right? So we'll taste a couple of more, and then
this is
we'll
your
talk
very
about
own
them
kitchen.
when we, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow, so you're the gourmet chef of wine here. Is what you are. This is very neat.
Let's taste the next one.
So that was raspberry and strawberry. This is what, blackberry and?
I believe a little bit of plum I'm getting from this.
Plum?
Yep. Maybe black cherries.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. A little bit of black licorice even.
That's what I was, that was that, more of an anise kind of a smell.
And
that's what it
there's
is.
Anise that grows all over the place here. Fennel and anise. And,
okay.
Another one of the mountain herbs that these grapes pick up the aromas of.
And you definitely get it there. Okay, now, let me ask you a question. Didn't you tell me while we were downstairs, it's all the Garnacha grape picked around here from Olbrys?
Yeah.
So how is it that that one is lighter and has all of the red fruits coming out of it, and you've got the Garnacha grapes here, and it's so much darker, and it's got the different aromas, the black fruits and the herbs, and what? How do you get the same? You've got the same type of grape, and you've got two different wine, basically wines going on here. How do you do this?
Well, this shows how different Garnacha can be from different areas. These are all from different towns around Olbrys. So, like this is from a lower altitude. So, it has the, big fruit flavors. And then, I mean, that's why we have so many different takes of it. They're from different towns, and that's why we have so many different tanks that we could blend together.
And they're grown different ways, and it just, I mean, even within this co-op, you've got use of different altitudes, and they're just grown differently and picking up different
aspects.
aspects.
They're not necessarily grown differently, but depending on the orientation of the vineyard, if it's facing south and it gets sunlight all day long, you're going to have more mature fruit, for instance, like this one is showing more mature fruit, whereas grapes from, for instance, with a higher altitude or maybe north facing or not particularly solely south facing, you're going to end up with more red fruits and a bit of a leaner wine, a little higher acidity.
So it's the same grape, grown the same way with just
it's
little
all
slightly
about
different.
the magic we were talking about before.
It is magic for me. I mean, you've got one that's light, and you've got one that's dark, and you've got different aromas. I'm assuming that we're going to have a much different flavor here too. So
this would be much more easier to get a selected yeast and to control everything and get the same wine in every vat. But I think the magic is right here. The magic of that area gives us this wine, and the magic of this area gives us this wine. And they are quite the same. They are Garnachas, but they are different in the same
this
way.
one, I've got a much greater mouthfeel there. You've got a lot of...
It's a much bigger wine, absolutely.
Big jammy blackberry, and you've got the tannin on the tongue, and it's just a much thicker, your tongue feels thicker after drinking it.
It's a completely different wine from what we just tasted, but the same grape.
It is magic.
We definitely want the tannin from this one. We want the strawberry flavors from that one, and the acidity and everything. So I believe these two together would be great.
It's absolute artwork. You've got freshness, you've got body, you've got two different types of fruit coming together. So you actually piece the wine together to make the perfect wine.
It's like a puzzle.